Okay, pero bago ako pumunta sa special provision, hindi pa po nasasagot yung tanong ko. Ano po ba yung pinropose nyo na 9 billion? Ano po ang composition ng 9 billion na pinropose po ninyo? Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, kasi I think it has to be put on record. Wala pong data center sa Pilipinas. Lahat ng data po natin nasa ibang bansa. Kawawa naman po ang data ng ating bansa if even our government records are not with us.
Naku po! Congresswoman Bernadette Herrera, tinagdad ng katanungan si Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriation Luis Campos Jr. Kahina-hinalang mga maliliit na proyekto, bilyon-bilyon ang pinondo. Pero bago ang lahat, maaari kayong mag-subscribe para maging updated sa mga issue at bagong mga balita. Pinaulanan nga ng mga katanungan si Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Appropriation Luis Campos Jr. nitong si Congresswoman Bernadette Herrera tungkol sa mga kahina-hinalang proyekto na bilyon-bilyon ang nakalaan. Tanong ni Herrera, bakit umabot sa ganyan kalaking halaga sa ganyang proyekto lamang? Mr. Speaker, walang maibigay na sagot. Panoorin ang susunod na detalye.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Bernadette Herrera of Party List Bagong Henerasyon for her interpellation.
The Honorable Bernadette Herrera is recognized for her interpellation.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning to the DICT family, Mr. Sponsor. My first question, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, but for the record, I'm one of the authors of the Free Wi-Fi Law, kaya medyo ito po yung favorite topic ko when it comes to DICT. Number one, ulitin lang natin, how many access points do we have right now existing?
Madam Speaker, it's at approximately 13,700 access points for free Wi-Fi.
How many?
13,700.
30? 13,462. Is that correct?
Yes, Madam. 13,400. Yes, 13,462 active sites.
Okay. And if I recall, when I questioned during the pre-plenary, yung 2.5 billion na ibinibigay sa atin year in, year out for the free Wi-Fi can maintain only until 5 months. Yung ating free Wi-Fi sites na access points.
In subscription fees, no capital outlay, Madam Speaker.
So what happens pag hindi nasundan yung 2.5 billion na binibigay sa atin after 5 months?
Mapuputol po. Para pong subscription ng cellphone yan. Pag hindi niyo po binayaran, mapuputol.
So putol po. So for the record, yung 2.5 billion na binigay sa atin under the SUF fees ay mapuputol ang free Wi-Fi na binibigay natin sa ating mga kababayan. Tama po?
Tama po, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, if I'm not mistaken, nabigyan ulit tayo ng another 3.6 billion and I would like to thank DBM for adding 3.6 billion. Pero dito po sa 3.6 billion, ilang buwan po may extend yung ating 13,462 sites?
At the most, Madam Speaker, until maybe February of 2025.
Until February 2025. Meron po ba tayong makukuhang new sites with additional 3.6 billion?
Uulitin po, Madam Speaker, wala pong capital outlay yan. Yan po ay just to maintain the subscription of our free Wi-Fi sites, Madam Speaker.
So with the 2.5 plus 3.6, it's good enough to maintain our access points as of this time? Until the end or early 2025, February?
Yes. Before the end of the first quarter of 2025, hopefully.
So, paano po kaya yung hinihingi sa atin ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na magkaroon ng talagang makatotohanang free Wi-Fi? Ano po ang nakikitang solusyon ng DICT? Magkano po ba ang kailangan ng DICT para naman magkaroon tayo ng mas marami pang access points at maging makatotohanan yung free Wi-Fi at matupad ang kagustuhan ng ating mahal na Pangulong BBM?
To be realistic about it, Madam Speaker, para maramdaman po ang epekto ng free Wi-Fi, we need at least 50,000 free Wi-Fi sites para medyo significant po yung penetration natin, lalo na sa GIDA, yung mga locations. Ano? In order to maintain the 50,000 na kung maro-roll out po natin ang 50,000 free Wi-Fi sites, we would need approximately 1.8 billion pesos a month in subscription fees. 1.8 billion a month in subscription fees. So you do the math, Madam Speaker, we would need, without capital outlay, we would be needing, and without capital outlay and assuming that we have 50,000 free active Wi-Fi sites, we would be needing for a 12-month period, we would be needing 20 billion. Oh, 21.6 billion pesos just for subscription, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, mahirap po natin hingin yun. Napakalaki po nun. Siguro ano yung practical at kayang implement? Alam niyo naman po, ang DICT, nagkaroon po tayo ng problema year in, year out when it comes to absorptive capacity. Siguro doon muna tayo pumunta. As of this moment, yung binigay po ba sa inyo na 2.5 billion, ano ang absorptive capacity nito? Naubos niyo na po ba yung 2.5 billion?
Ang magandang balita po, for the first time, we breached 90%. We are now over 91% for the absorptive capacity of our free Wi-Fi program, Madam Speaker.
This is for the 2.5 billion?
Yes.
What about the 3.6 billion?
Okay, so Madam Speaker, yung 3.6 po, kare-release lang po nung August 6. Ito naman po yung subscription lang. So you can expect full utilization of that amount.
Okay. Magkano po ang ni-request ng DICT sa DBM for the year 2025 from the spectrum usage fees?
Ang hiningi po natin ay 9 billion, Madam Speaker.
9 billion. Ano po ang breakdown ng 9 billion? Ano po ang magagawa nitong 9 billion? What programs are these?
So, okay, meron pong lumalabas na konting issue which we may have to resolve, hopefully, in this budget cycle. Meron po palang kolatilia sa SUF na it will purely be for MOOE, wala pong capital outlay. So, hindi po natin magamit. Kailangan pong pondohan ng GAA yung capital outlay. So, instead na magamit po natin, magkano bang ano? Meron po tayong certified na 37, certified so hindi pa ho updated to. Meron po tayong certified na nearly 38 billion pesos from 2018 to the current, as of July 31, 2024, na meron po tayong certified na cash na 38 billion halos in spectrum users fees accumulated. So, ito po, instead na magamit natin na may capital outlay portion, it is purely for MOOE or mainly maintenance of the existing sites. For us to be able to put up additional sites, we have to secure funding from the GAA, Madam Speaker.
Madam Sponsor, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, I think that's the reason why we put up a special provision in the GAA of 2024. Is that correct? To actually correct or at least temporarily for that particular year, maayos natin yung sistema at magamit natin yung pondo.
Tama po yun, Madam Speaker.
So if we introduce the same provision, special provision, then pwede nating magawa yung hinihingi ng ating Pangulo na magkaroon ng mas marami pang free Wi-Fi sites sa ating bansa?
Definitely, Madam Speaker. We may not hit what is optimal, but we can definitely move by leaps and bounds, Madam Speaker.
So yung previous special provision is something that we can put again in the 2025 GAA?
Mas maganda ho na we add the same provision, but with recommended tweaks to make it more in tune with our needs as at current.
Okay, pero bago ako pumunta sa special provision, hindi pa po nasasagot yung tanong ko. Ano po ba yung pinropose nyo na 9 billion? Ano po ang composition ng 9 billion na pinropose po ninyo?
To maintain, meron po tayong 7.6 billion na proposed. Hindi, O 1 minute suspension, Madam Speaker.
Session suspended.
Madam Speaker.
Session resumed.
Okay.
Yes, Honorable Castro, you may proceed, Honorable Campos.
Just to maintain the existing, we proposed 7.6 billion pesos, Madam Speaker. And to be able to put up more Wi-Fi sites, ang mangyayari po, yung 2.4 billion would be in subscription na kasama po yung Wi-Fi sites na ang magtatayo po yung telco, Madam Speaker. Parang cellphone.
So, additional 9 billion pinapose nyo, ang nabigay is 2.5. So, kulang nung 7. That's what you're saying.
Yes, Madam Speaker.
What do you mean using telco sites? The
Yung
towers?
Ang prinsipyo po ay parang subscriber ka ng Globe. Bibigyan ka ng Globe ng telepono, babayaran mo yung subscription fee, naka-lock-in ka po for 2 years. Basically the same, Madam Speaker. Parang yun yung SIM card ng bayan program.
Okay. So, ito yung ginagawa sa ibang bansa. That parang you make use of the existing towers of the telcos and then you buy the capacity. So, instead of subscription, we buy their capacity dahil hindi nagagamit yung kanilang towers. Is that correct?
Tama po yun, Madam Speaker.
Okay. Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, how much is the balance right now of the SUF?
Ito. Hindi. Okay, ganito po. Ang certified by the Treasury of NTC na pumasok sa Treasury ng bansa from fiscal year 2018 to July 31st of fiscal year 2024 ay pumapalo po ng 37.97 billion. Pero currently with all the drawdowns, etc., we have approximately 22.8 billion pesos available funding, Madam Speaker.
This is as of what date? Kasi dito sa BSF, as of December 31, 2023, the balance is 24,719,695,000. So what date are we talking about?
Okay, ito po ay as of July 2024, yung 22.8 billion or nearly 23 billion. Pero since pumasok po ang 3.6 billion na galing sa DBM, marahil ito po yung mababawasan ng amount na yon, yung 3.6 billion.
That's why it became mga 22 billion plus the revenues that came in for this year, which hasn't been
hindi
certified.
Pa po kasama yon. Hindi pa po kasama yung pumapasok from July 2024 to current.
Okay, because the projected revenue for 2025 is around 4.3 billion. Is that accurate? How much do we have in revenues every year from the spectrum users' fees?
Everything being static, wala po tayong variance.
Revenue lang, revenue.
Revenue would be about 6 billion.
So 6 billion.
Yeah, yun ang
so yung
expected.
22 billion natin reflected the deduction of the 3.6 pero pwedeng hindi pa na-reflect yung inflow of the 6 billion expected.
We have to verify if the 22.8 already reflects the deduction of the 3.6 billion. So, that's medyo hindi pa natin masagot categorically yon. So, give or take 3.6 billion po yung 22.8. Pero tama po ang kagalang-galang na Congresswoman BH na hindi pa po na ipapasok dito yung pumasok sa spectrum users fees from July 2024 to the present.
Madam Speaker, ito po, makatotohanang tanong lang po sa DICT. Pag po ba, tinulungan po namin kayo dito sa Kongreso na makuha yung additional 7.7 billion, hindi po ba naman kami mapapahiya? Ito po ba ay magagamit ng DICT at meron po naman kayong mukhang iaharap dito sa Kongreso at sasabing naka 99% po kami ng paggamit ng pondong ito. Kasi yun po ang naging problema sa DICT for the past several years. Hindi rin po natin masisi ang DBM. Dahil sa past year's performance, hindi nagagamit. May I get the assurance that if we exert efforts, kami dito sa minority and with the help of the sponsor, if we exert efforts, kaya ba tayong i-assure na kayang ubusin within 2025 at magawa ang mga free wifi na gusto ng Pangulo? Can we get that assurance from DICT?
With the proper funding, definitely, we're working towards the full utilization of the budget. Naiintindihan ko po ang sinasabi ng ating kagalang-galang na Congresswoman BH dahil ako din naman po at siya ang nagbabalitaktakan sa budget ng DICT mula nung previous Congress. But the trend is really, the utilization trend is really going up and we're hitting our benchmarks. And baseline utilization rates. So we are working on full utilization and given the proper funding, the DICT commits to deliver what is not only promised, but what is necessary for our citizens in terms of internet penetrability and connectivity, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, basta hindi po tayo mapapaya, but I would like to put on record that out of dito po sa sinabi sa pinasabit sa akin, they requested 9.8 billion. They were given 2.5 billion. And I'd like to put it on record that more or less, the balance of the spectrum users fee right now, siguro nasa mga 25 billion, give or take, at the end of the year. Siguro naman po, yung additional 7 billion, konting bawas lang po dun sa 25 billion na spectrum users fee. I'd like to put on record na kami po, sa minority, this representation is really requesting the DBM to sana ma-release po itong 7 billion na nire-request para naman magkaroon ng makatotohanan na free wifi sa ating bansa. Because the 2.5 billion na nirelease ngayon ng DBM for the 2025 will just cover the maintenance of the existing sites for 5 months. 5 months only. And then pag dinagdag yung 3.6, matatapos lang for 1 year ang maintenance ng free wifi. Wala pong bagong sites or access points na mabubuo from there. Kaya yung nire-request po na panibagong pondo is actually for new access points or dun sa new SIM card ng bayan na program ng DICT. Tama po ba, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor?
Tama po, Madam Speaker.
So sana po tulungan tayo, Mr. Sponsor. Baka pwede po through you, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, baka pwede po nating pagtulungan na ma-request natin na mag-release pa sana ang DBM mula sa spectrum users fee. Again, I would like to put it on record that the spectrum users fee, nagpasa po tayo ng batas, yung free wifi law po natin, pinasa po natin to earmark the spectrum users fee specifically to be used for the free wifi program only. Kaya kung 7 billion lang naman pong additional out of the 25 billion existing that we have right now, I would like to put it on record na sana po mapagbigyan po ito ng DBM with the help of the sponsor. Mr. Sponsor, may I seek your help on this? Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor.
Definitely, Madam Speaker.
For the next, para naman magkaroon ng yung doon tayo sa special provision, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, yung special provision na nakasulat sa atin before, Free Public Internet Access Fund, in addition to the amounts appropriated herein, 2.5 billion shall be used to provide financing of the implementation of the free public internet access program, including ICT infrastructure such as backbone, middle mile, and last mile ICT infrastructure, construction of towers, data centers, assets, and services as may be determined by the Department of Information and Communications Technology or DICT, sourced from the spectrum users' fees collected by the National Telecommunications Commission, constituted into the Free Public Internet Access Fund under the management of DICT in accordance with Section 17 of RA number 10929 for the following purposes with their corresponding amounts, A, B, and etc., etc. Meron pong additional kayong idagdag dito, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor?
Madam Speaker, meron pong proposal ang DICT. So I think ang pinakamaganda ho niyan ay pagbanggain natin ang proposal ni Congresswoman BH, and we will pick out the most optimal combination para po ma-implement natin ang proyekto, which is the baseline of all this.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, dun sa sinasabi nyo kasi na amount a while ago, pag tinitignan ko yung 50,000 access points, medyo hindi rin sustainable para sa atin na nagsusubscribe tayo year in, year out sa ating mga telcos. Kasi kung sinasabi mo nga 20 billion, the thing that you mentioned, if we have 50,000 access points and we have 20 billion in subscription fee, kahit meron pa tayong spectrum users fee, it will not be enough to maintain and for it to be sustainable. Kaya I'm happy that we have this capacity purchase as another thing in yung ating National Broadband Plan. Ito po ba yung pwedeng maging alternative para naman maging sustainable? We cannot afford to be subscribing year in, year out also to have free Wi-Fi in the country. Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor.
Madam Speaker, could the good BH Herrera repeat the question?
Okay. You mentioned a while ago na para magka 50,000 access points na hinihingi natin, medyo mataas ang pondo dito. Maintenance pa lang, nasa, you mentioned 12 billion or 20 billion?
20
billion. Eh kahit may SUF po tayo, 20 billion every year, hindi po yun makatotohanan para sa atin. So ano bang alternative natin? Aside from the capacity purchase, what is an alternative para naman maging totoo yung free Wi-Fi program natin? Because hindi rin kayang i-sustain ng SUF ito if we are subscribing.
Ang pangtapat po dyan, actually, kung fully implemented, ay yung National Fiber Backbone natin, yung National Broadband Program na sinasabi. Pero we are now currently at fully operational sa Phase 1. Phase 2 and Phase 3, the DICT commits to be able to finish by the end of the year. We can shift to the national fiber backbone to supply the free Wi-Fi dahil nga at its current state na we're paying subscription fees, it is not sustainable.
So,
And to add to that, pag po nag-lapse yung subscription at na-terminate, Madam Speaker, the National Procurement Act takes over. So we have to go through the bidding process again, which takes time. That's why initially during the budget briefing, this representation was suggesting that we have a critical level na once we reach maybe 70% utilization of the 2.5, the DBM will automatically, without express demand from the DICT, download already the balance.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, if I may interrupt lang, but that's a point eh. Iba kasi yung programa within the proposal. So hindi pwedeng simultaneous kasi may ibang programa submitted out of the 9 billion. Iba yung maintenance, iba rin yung capacity purchase. So I think hindi pwedeng I agree with you dun sa pagdating sa 70% doon sa maintenance ng sites. But dun sa other programs that's being proposed, I think it has to be given simultaneously. And I think that is something that I would like to put on record kasi hindi natin mapagsasabay-sabay yung mga programa if we will wait for the consumption of that kahit na ibang programa siya. Because remember, you told me 2 programs in the free Wi-Fi in the one that you submitted. So, yun lamang po yun. And I think that is the reason also why importante yung ating special provision. Is that correct, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor?
Yes, definitely, Madam Speaker. That's where once we will harmonize the proposal of Congresswoman BH and the proposal of the ICT as an agency to the special provision, and again, to come up with the optimal mix so we can have what is the best.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, I just have one concern when it comes to the construction of towers. Like you said, baka kasi hindi sa maximize use of spectrum users fee natin if we will construct, if there are existing towers naman available. I think there are a lot of towers na hindi nagagamit, like was mentioned earlier. So, I would just like to put on record that it's better to maximize the use of existing towers that are not being used by current telcos right now kasi hindi economical for them. Maybe it's something that we can really take a second look at.
Sa kasalukuyan po, Madam Speaker, pinag-aaralan na yung mga revisions sa Common Tower Policy to make it more useful to the free Wi-Fi program and to other programs of the government pertaining to this.
Yes, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, because I see the value in making maximized use of the spectrum users fee. And if we have existing towers right now not being used because hindi lucrative para doon sa private sector to use, then yung government can actually come in and make use of those just like the best practice in other countries eh. Marami po kasing towers ngayon na nagkalat sa ating bansa na hindi nagagamit kasi walang nagsusubscribe. So ang ginawa ng mga private telcos, sinut down nila ito. And I think ito yung magandang paraan because the towers are there already, then hindi na tayo gagastos, then we can make use of that para magkaroon tayo ng mas marami pang free Wi-Fi sa ating bansa.
Kasama po dun sa dinadraft na bagong guidelines to revise the Common Tower Policy would be to enable the DIC, the NTC, and DICT as a whole to designate areas where the common tower companies would put up their towers. So it does not necessarily have to be in a high population density area. And as much as possible, we can have a balance between GIDA at saka mga urban areas.
Actually, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, ang sinasabi ko, there are existing towers na hindi nagagamit. Baka pwedeng pasukin ng DICT na gamitin natin. Kasi sayang yung pera. Ginawa na to eh. I think we can make the most out of it by tapping those towers that are not being used right now. Para, I think this is the fastest that I see na pwede. And yun yung sinasabing capacity purchase because this is what's happening in other countries. Okay. It's a partnership really with the private sector and government.
Madam Speaker, yan po yung SIM card ng bayan.
Okay.
So, bubuhayin po yung mga low revenue generating tower assets ng telcos at ng common tower companies at isa-subsidize natin by subscribing. Yan po yung component dun sa 9 billion na 2.4 billion. Yan po yung SIM card ng bayan, Madam Speaker.
So yun po yung sinasabi ko, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor. Iba po yung programa kasi to maintain the access points. Iba yung SIM card ng bayan. That's why hindi pwede yung sinasabi mo na after maka 70% dito at saka palang i-release yung kabila. Dapat simultaneous ang release. That's why I would like to put it on record that this is something na within the free Wi-Fi program, magkaiba yung programa. Hence, dapat ma-release yung pondo ng sabay sa DICT. Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, yun lang po. I would just like to put that on record. To my next question, next topic, yung national data centers natin. I'm really concerned and bothered doon sa sinabi sa atin nung pre-plenary ni Yusek David na Wala tayong sarili nating data center, so nagre-rely tayo sa international. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po yan, Madam Speaker.
And that is alarming kasi nakita ko po sa presentation ng DICT na nasa 1,277 government agency systems ang hinuhost ng DICT sa cloud services. Pero sad to say, lahat ng cloud services na gamit ng DICT at public cloud, majority, wala sa Pilipinas ang data. So halos lahat ng government agencies natin, ang ginagamit natin public cloud gaya ng Amazon, AWS, Google Cloud at Microsoft Azure Cloud. Lahat ng ito, wala sa Pilipinas ang storage ng data. Majority, nasa Singapore at US. Ang DICT, wala pang magmamayari na totoong data center na pwedeng magamit ng gobyerno. Tama po ba ito?
Tama po yan, Madam Speaker.
Para mukhang tayo lang yata sa Pilipinas ang gobyerno na walang pagmamayari na data center. Sa ibang bansa, mas importante ang records at datos na ito ng mga mamamayan. May ni-request po bang budget for data center? Ang DICT?
Meron po 4 billion.
Magkano po ang naibigay, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor?
750 million po ang naibigay.
Yung 4 billion, ilang data centers dapat yon?
3 data centers po yon. Kaya yung 750 million, kulang po sa isa. So, hindi po natin matatapos yung kahit isang data center.
Were you able to explain this to DBM, Madam Sponsor, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor? Kasi I think it has to be put on record. Wala pong data center sa Pilipinas. Lahat ng data po natin nasa ibang bansa. Kawawa naman po ang data ng ating bansa if even our government records are not with us. So I would like to put on record na sana po, Mr. Sponsor, again, maibalik naman po sana natin, yung 4 billion ba, pag binigay, magagawa ba ang data center? Yun muna, kasi yung absorptive capacity ng DICT, ang problema na naman natin dito.
Definitely, Madam Speaker, kaya po na maitayo yung 3 data centers with the amount requested, Madam Speaker.
Hindi po tayo mapapahiya, Mr. Sponsor. I mean, this is important, yes. Pero kahit ibigay naman sa inyo, hindi nyo naman magamit, kawawa rin naman yung ibang ahensyang nangangailangan nito. So ano po ang makatotohanan na mai-implement na data center ng DICT? Para lang po alam ng ating mga kasama sa Kongreso.
Actually, I was informed by the DICT na nagko-conduct na po sila ng soil testing for the possible locations and data centers. Pero to be more circumspect, Madam Speaker, about the request for funding, kahit 2 billion po for the first phase ay masisimula na ang ating data centers. Ang completion po niyan, magtatagal naman. So, pwede na po tayo dun sa susunod na budget cycle, Madam Speaker.
So, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor, 2 billion. At dahil ina-amend natin yung special provision, kung hindi tayo mabigyan sa GAA, pwede pa rin tayong kumuha doon sa spectrum users fee. Tama po
Your
ba?
last question, Honorable BH.
Dahil nakalagay naman doon, data center. Is that correct?
Tama po yun, Madam Speaker.
Okay, maraming salamat. I'd like to put that on record. Last na lang po, ang hihingin ko lang po, yung solo parents database, nasa batas po ng solo parent law. Can I get the commitment from the ICT that they will now do the solo parent database as per RA 11, as per the Solo Welfare Act? Solo Parents Welfare Act.
Definitely, Madam Speaker, the ICT commits to that.
Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor. Pagtulungan po nating mailagay or magamit ang SUF para sa mga data centers at free Wi-Fi at SIM card ng bayan. Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker, Mr. Sponsor.